Hi, I'm Tony Kramer, your host of the Agriculture Technology Podcast, and I'm sitting down with agriculture technology and equipment experts to help you enhance your operation for today, tomorrow, and into the future. In this episode, I talk with Mike Lockard about sprayer precision upgrade kits. With that, let's get into it. Back a couple months ago, we talked about planter precision upgrade kits, sat down with account manager Colin Arts down in our Aberdeen, South Dakota location. This time I'm bringing in Mike Lockard, one of our precision ag product specialists. So with that, Mike, why don't you introduce yourself, tell our listeners a little bit about who you are, where you come from, and how you got to where you are today.
Well, thanks for having me, Tony. Again, my name's Mike Lockard. Work out of the Bismarck location, cover the Western North Dakota pod right now as a precision ag product specialist. Grew up around farms and ranches in Western North Dakota throughout my early years. Worked in oil and gas for a little while out of school, and then transitioned back into agriculture, where I've been since 2013. I've been with RDO Equipment for just about 8 years. Been a precision focused for 3.5 of those years, and that's where we are today.
Coming from oil and gas, did you get to experience the big oil boom out there in Western North Dakota, or were you out of it by that time?
I was involved with the oil boom quite a bit from about 2009 until I left in 2013. Kind of crazy times going on out in Western North Dakota with that oil boom.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a crazy time out there in Western North Dakota. But let's just start out, Mike. Remind our listeners, what is a PUK or a precision upgrade kit?
So a PUK kit is just the options to upgrade to the newest technology on an existing piece of equipment. The positive side, or the nice side of that, is that you can take an older sprayer that you're comfortable with, that you're happy with, that you're familiar with, and upgrade it to the newest technology that's available out there right now, which gives you some more efficiencies, better coverage, and things like that as it pertains to sprayers.
Why would a customer be interested in a PUK versus going out looking for that sprayer with the technology, or even ordering a new sprayer? What would be the draw to a PUK?
I think there's a couple different options, or a couple different reasons, Tony will call it, is going out and looking for a brand new machine. Again, if you already like your machine, you're comfortable with machine, you don't have to do that. Also, there's a cost benefit to it as well. You're not going to have to spend the money to buy a new piece of equipment. You can upgrade the piece of equipment that you already have, which obviously comes as a less expense than buying a brand new piece.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that I had mentioned in our planter PUK episode, I made the comment about searching the used market. So I put it into perspective of, searching for that used car. You may find mostly what you're looking for, but on the used market, maybe you have to forfeit one technology or the other. Now, obviously, if you're ordering brand new, you can get whatever you want on it, but there is that additional cost of that brand new equipment. So it's giving our customers the ability to customize either a used piece that they find, but they want to add technology to it, or it's the piece that they already have on the farm. With all of the solutions, all of the offerings out there, there are a lot more sprayer PUKs out there than I thought there were. So that it was kind of eye-opening to me to see the number of different technologies or options we can add through PUKs. Mike, let's dive into this laundry list of options that customers could use to customize and or upgrade the sprayer that they currently have.
First, we'll start off with the fact that, yes, there is a number of these different options that you can to customize or upgrade your sprayer. Some of it pertains to the technology side. Some of it pertains to actually the physical size of the machine, which is the first one that I'm just going to bring up, is boom extension options. With those boom extension options, if you ordered a sprayer, say, that had a smaller boom on it, 90 or 100 foot boom, and now you're getting to the point where you want to upgrade that to a 120 foot boom, there are options for that for for different model years and different configurations that you have. So that's helps by, adding some length to the boom, giving you a little bit more ability to cover more acres quicker, with an added out to that 120 foot size.
And the cool part about that is it's all John Deere. It's a John Deere boom. In the past, we've
Correct.
had to go third party, go to your local welding shop, things like that in order to get what you wanted. But these boom extensions are John Deere boom extensions, correct?
Correct. Yep. So that one's an interesting one, to help with length and size and productivity. The other side of it is our listeners, and you know it well too, Tony, that, when you got to spray and it's time to go. Sometimes that happens in lower lighting conditions or at night or whenever you need to spray to effectively get your product down, which brings us to our next option for upgrades, which is both the boom and the vehicle lighting options that are available as a kit to order. LED lighting packages, different options for both the sprayer chassis and the boom itself, really help with visibility throughout the lower light hours, or if you need to spray later into the evening where you need that extra lighting to see exactly where you're going to be.
As long as we are on label, we are following the rules. Sometimes that wind dies down in the low light hours and we just got to go. So this
Correct.
gives customers that ability to be out there in the dark and appropriately put down their application.
Very interesting, very helpful, especially in those lower light conditions. Yes. The ability to update to Boom Track Pro 2 is also out there. So if you have a sprayer that had the original Boom Track on it, having the ability for a little bit more consistency across the height of your boom with Boom Track Pro 2, the 5 different sensors that come with that Boom Track system, helps maintain your optimal height for application as you're going down that. So that's another option, precise place when you're trying to apply chemicals across the field.
Yeah, and those are just some of the basics of sprayer precision upgrades. There's so much more on top of that we can build upon, right?
Right. And I mean, that's the next part that I get into here is very strongly based with the technology side, Tony, with pressure recirculation and product reclaim. Those are big jumps in technology that we have now. And now that it is an upgrade kit that you can put on an existing sprayer, it's really an interesting thing to allow you to recirculate your product through the boom all the way out to the boom tips, send it back to the tank. If you have a product that you need to keep in constant suspension, recirculating that through the boom to make sure that your product's staying where it needs to be, going back and forth, really helps. The product reclaim side of that too is really nice because it utilizes the same plumbing. At the end of the day, if you still have some tank mix left, cleaning out processes, things like that, product reclaim allows you to then suck all of the product that's in the boom back into the tank so that you're as clean as possible in the boom as far as your solution is concerned. Then you can go through your other cleaning processes to make sure that you're not having to waste any extra product. You're not having to try and figure out how you're going to clean all that extra product out of the boom. It actually does it for you where it sucks it back into the tank. You're ready for the next day as long as that product is capable of sitting in the tank overnight, which that's not always the best thing, but as long as it is a capable product of that, it is a very nice function to have.
And that precision upgrade kit, that puck is the perfect example of that. When we were talking earlier, maybe you got that 2018, 2019 R4038, you've already got Exact Apply on it. But at that time, John Deere did not offer the pressure recirc and product reclaim solution. So for that customer that they love the sprayer they have, they've already got Exact Apply technology on it, they can add pressure recirc and product reclaim and make that sprayer that much better. So there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of different offerings out there in the sprayer precision upgrade world. That kind of covers a lot of it, but we've got 3 more on, and this is just on our list. I'm pretty sure we're covering all of them, but we've got a lot of nozzle technology that can also be upgraded. So maybe you don't have exact apply, or maybe you do have exact apply, but you want to get to that next level. Let's talk about the different nozzle technology that a customer could get with a precision upgrade kit.
Sure. So the different nozzle technologies that are out there, they're different options, and I'm gonna just kind of go into both of them and then give you a little bit of a comparison on what it looks like. So you have individual nozzle control pro, and then obviously exact apply. With exact apply, you have your 6 turret nozzle body that is on there. Each one of those nozzles with exact apply is individually controlled with the turret and the solenoids that's on there. With individual nozzle control pro, you have similar ability to control each individual nozzle at the same time with a single solenoid to spray when you want out of that nozzle. So section control helps with the turning off and on of the nozzles, very similarly to exact apply. The major difference is that with individual nozzle control pro, you're only able to spray out of one nozzle at a time. With exact apply, opens up a larger amount of options for you to be able to spray a multiple 2 nozzles at a time and apply different patterns out of those nozzles at that point. Both are very good options. Both work very well for controlling the individual nozzles and making sure that you are only putting your solution where you want your solution. It's just a different level of how all that stuff works.
Really great way to explain it, that it's just kind of 2 different levels. You've got the individual nozzle control pro, essentially putting a pulse width modulation valve on your standard 5-way nozzle body, but then you've got the more advanced option with the exact apply being able to spray out of 2 nozzles at one time, and the plethora of usability that exact apply has. Lots of different opportunities for, depending on what you are as a grower or your operators or whatever it may be, how you are using your sprayer, there are options. So let's dive into this last one, Mike. This one is a pretty big one, and it's awesome that it comes as a precision upgrade kit. You don't have to buy a new sprayer to get this amazing technology. Let's talk a little bit about See and Spray Premium.
So very exciting technology, very interesting technology with the amount of cameras that are able to be put on a upgrade kit on an existing sprayer, where it's a fallow ground or pre-emerge burn down situation where you're utilizing the brown and green solution, or whether it's in crop using the green on green solution. Having the ability to use a standard broadcast sprayer as a spot sprayer with a single tank is a big benefit to certain people. And I think as this technology continues to gain speed and continues to be upgraded and used more in the field, I think we're going to see even more and more benefits that we don't even know about yet. But this is an option for sprayers that are already out there, that we can put a See & Spray Premium PUK kit on, which gives you that ability to spot spray weeds if you want to. You can do a broadcast application out of the same machine. So you basically are having 2 different sprayers in one. Very interesting technology that is out there now that we are able to put on older sprayers, newer sprayers. There's a lot of different things that come with See & Spray that we're excited about. I know John Deere's excited about it, just to see where all of this technology goes with the different cameras that we have and what they're going to show us in the future.
Wait, so you are telling me, Mike, that I can take that 2018-19 R4038 and I can put some cameras on that and turn it into a See & Spray sprayer?
As long as it falls within the correct specs, Tony, yes, I am.
That is awesome. Traditionally, to get this latest technology, you had to go out and buy a new piece of iron. You had to get into that 2024 sprayer, or ordering a brand new 2025 sprayer for next year. But we can get customers with that John Deere sprayer today we can get them into a See and Spray solution. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but there are a couple differences between like a See and Spray Premium and a See and Spray Ultimate, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So the big major difference between a See and Spray Premium and a See and Spray Ultimate machine is the tank configuration on those machines. See and Spray Ultimate machines come with dual solution systems, so two tanks that are different capabilities than See and Spray Premium, where you can do multiple applications in one pass. With a premium machine, it is still a single tank solution, but it gives you the option or the ability to do a spot spray application or a broadcast application. That's the main difference between the two. The way that the cameras react and the way that the cameras see and spray are very, very similar and do the same thing. The big difference is just that dual solution tank that the Ultimate has.
I don't want to confuse our listeners in the fact that See and Spray Ultimate is not a puckable technology. It is not a precision upgrade kit. See and Spray Premium is. If you're looking to get that dual tank solution, dual product opportunity or ability, you have to buy a See and Spray Ultimate sprayer. Is specifically a See and Spray Ultimate sprayer. So See and Spray Premium puck kit, you can put it on depending on the age range of your sprayer and the model and all of that. You can put it on, which leads me into my next question for you, Mike. How do I know, or is there anything that I can use to find out what is my sprayer capable of having for a puck, or what can I put as a puck on the sprayer that I currently have?
A few different options for the listeners if they are interested in putting a puck kit onto a sprayer. Big one is John Deere does offer a puck compatibility tool through their website in which you can enter your serial number, make, model, and see what is available for that. Makes it really easy for a listener to be able to go and kind of explore that by themselves. So to say, especially if they're not 100% sure what it all means. The next thing is making sure that if you are interested in this, talking to the right people at the dealership, the account managers, your product specialists, getting the information that you need to make the best decision that you possibly can. But the compatibility tool is a great place to start.
Yeah, I was looking at that tool before we started recording here. It's really simple to use. Like you said, you enter in your serial number, or at a minimum, enter in your make and model of your sprayer if you don't know your serial number, and it'll pump out all of the pucks that are available or compatible with your sprayer. And then you can go as far as, I believe, building or getting it quoted and sending it to your local John Deere dealer, correct?
If you go through that tool and you decide that you want a quote, that you're very interested in it, you can actually go through request a quote through that, which then gets driven to your local dealership. We will get that quote, and then one of our account managers and or product specialists will contact you to make sure that everything is compatible, that we're able to do the puck that you want to. And then we start down the ordering process and get into more and more questions or things like that come up with that conversation. Very useful tool that's very easy to use.
Yeah, and like you said, Mike, if you want to learn more or just talk to somebody, not just go on the internet and do some searching, but if you want to talk to somebody, stop by your local RDO equipment store or your local John Deere dealer. For those of you outside of our AOR, a lot of information available for you to make a educated decision on where you want to go with your current sprayer. So, Mike, I just want to thank you for taking the time today to sit down with me and discuss sprayer pucks. Great to hear from you. Great to chat with you. And yeah, it's good to get this information out there. A lot of different things a customer can do with the sprayer that they currently have today.
Yeah, thanks for the time, Tony. I appreciate it. Hopefully our listeners got something out of it that pique some interest, and hopefully we spur some conversation with some more people around puck kits for sprayers, because they're a fantastic option to get into this new technology and really get into, I'm not going to say the weeds, but get into the weeds of what these sprayers can actually do nowadays.
I like that intentional or unintentional pun there, but yes, get into the weeds, ask the questions, talk to the people that can get you the answers. Please take a moment to subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. You can subscribe to the show on the many different podcasting apps that we're streaming this out to, such as Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, as well as many others. While you're out there, drop us a review. We'd love to hear what you think about the show. Finally, make sure to follow RDO Equipment Company on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch our latest videos on YouTube. You can also follow me on X at RDO Tony K.